plantful people. My name is Julia and this is channel all about plants and planty things, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you're welcome to join me. And today I need to repot my jade. I grew this out of just one small cutting. If I find the photo, I will put it here in the corner so that you can see, but it was just around this big and it was just small cutting with just few small leaves, and he's growing like crazy, as you may see. So I noticed in the last month maybe that his leaves are actually some kind of dry, if you want to say it like that, and that means that he needs to be repotted. It's really easygoing plants, so that if something like that happens, that's the sign that you need to check the roots. So that's exactly what I will do today, and I will repot him in just a little, maybe size or two bigger pot. I think, yeah, it's a size bigger than this one, and I will plant him in mix of potting mix and sand. I like to use that for my succulents, so that's exactly what I will use today. And I adore jade plants. I have a bunch of them. I could actually film some jade collection maybe one day. That's how many I have, and all of them I grew out of cuttings, so that's extremely excited for me. I'm really happy with that. I like to grow plants out of cuttings, so it's really something special. And some of those that I have are actually still tiny small. They are still babies, so when they grew a little bit more, I will make a video about my jade collection. So yeah, I think I collected most of varieties that I wanted. So let's see. Oh yeah, he has a bunch of roots, but not that much as I thought. So maybe, in my opinion, I think that the thing with this one was that soil is so dense, and that's why I couldn't water him enough. So he couldn't pull enough water in his leaves, and that's why leaves are looking like this. So I will try and remove as much of this dense soil as I can. And actually I used perlite in this mix and it didn't help. For some reason soil is still extremely dense, so maybe I used wrong soil. This one that I have now is completely different, so we will see if he will like this new mix. But yeah, and this time I won't use perlite because it's obvious that it's not working for airing the soil, at least for me. I really don't use perlite anymore, so I tend to repot all of my succulents and cacti now in mix of basic potting mix and sand, and it's working much better in my opinion. And let me just show you. He has a bunch of roots. They are thin but so dense, and soil is extremely dense. I can't even break some of these parts, as you may see, so I will just leave it as it is. I removed as much as I thought it's necessary because I don't want to damage roots also. And now let's make a mix for it. I will mix sand just as eyeballed. I will eyeball this one as I usually do, and we will see. I think this mix will be much better for that jade. And I will water this plant right away, as I usually do for all my plants. So I hope it will be better after this, and that he will be able to soak up water. And let me just make some room here. Like I said, the roots are really healthy, they are great, and there are a bunch of them. All of these are roots, so I'm happy with that, but I don't like this soil that I had. I really don't like it. It's so dense, like a stone. I think I put too much of the soil. Let me just remove a little bit, so that we can place it a little bit better, like so. And now we will see in a day or two if he will like it. I bet he will, because this was horrible, that dense soil. That happens sometimes because I'm not careful with soil mixes. I usually just buy first one that I see in a store, and that's why this happens. But I don't mind it, it's not end of the world, because you can always repot it again and mix maybe sand as I did this time. So I think now it will be much better. Jades are so easy to care for. I really love all of varieties. Ogre ear, what else? There are, what's the name of them? I'm not sure. The smallest one that I have is actually variegated one, and I really adore that one, but it's such a slow grower. I have it here on the west facing window, and I know it's spring has just begun, but I thought it will grow much faster than it's growing right now, so that was a surprise for me. I didn't knew that variegated one grows so much slower than this basic one. Now I know. But he will grow. I'm not in a rush. I'm really patient person, so it's nothing that worries me. And here it is. Now I will just add a little bit more of sand on the top, just because I'm planning to put this jade outdoor on my terrace, and I don't want the wind blow this fluffy soil from the pot. And I never put stones or anything up here. I like it this way, so I just put a little bit of sand, and that's all. And it's working. So now I will water this plant, as I said, and wait and see if this will work. And here it is. It's really beautiful already. I'm happy that I done this. And this is how it looks. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, because I really love to repot. This is my favorite thing to do. So thank you so much for being here with me. Hope to see you next time, and goodbye.